It's John and Rachael, and it is 100 episodes. Cue the confetti, John.
We are at the Leaning Cask,
Yes.
and we actually had 2 people show up as 100-year-old people.
Yes.
It's, 2 days before Halloween.
I love them. Right. I love them, and you know who they are. We won't say it, but 2 other people we love are here with us. We'll go to that last, but we just have to give a couple of comments. It is so amazing to be at 100 episodes, 2 years of YaJagoff Late Night. It has come from, well, we'll talk about that in November, but it has come from an audio all the way up to this, thanks to our amazing team.
Yeah, and so we have to say thanks to Johnny, Michaela, Tracy, Cousin Lisa, and the Big M. We got to thank the Big M.
Yes.
All right, so thank you to the Leaning Cask for hosting us.
So awesome.
Out here in Springdale, you have to make sure there's always a food truck outside. There's always cold beer on tap, and it's something always fresh.
Agreed. And so how has it felt for you to do all these episodes? Do you love YaJagoff Late Night? Do you think there needs to be improvement? How are you feeling?
Always good to improve.
Yes.
And maybe someday soon we need to make enough money to get a facelift for me, right? Because I'm going to start wrinkling very soon.
Oh.
By the episode
Okay.
200.
Well, I was going mushy with thanks to my team, and I love this, and it couldn't get any better, but John's like, let's move along. So it's all vanity. So we are moving along because 2 of our favorite people who have been a part of the podcast are with us, and they are going to be the guest hosts.
Right.
How exciting is that?
Yep.
So do you want to introduce them?
I'll do mine.
Okay.
Ladies first, right?
Okay. All right.
Amy Kline. The Parking Pad is a music production company. Basically, Amy has sourced us so many musicians over the podcast because, as you know,
6.
Every podcast includes a musician. And Amy, so thank you for always being helpful.
I am so thrilled to be here, John. It's really exciting.
Somewhere along the way, literally, you want to vote to, So how did that work out? Did you call all your friends? How'd that work out?
I was actually down sick on the couch on Tuesday when I saw that I had a tag.
Okay.
And I posted it in my neighborhood Facebook group, and they came through for me.
Nice.
They came through and voted, and Rachel said, do you have 75 email addresses? Or did you?
We got more than that. We got more than that.
Dormont showed up.
We should need a co-host, so of course.
So, of course, Dan Styslinger.
Got it right.
Up top, brother. It's been a while.
That was a bad high five.
It was
You gotta
really
do that
bad.
again.
Okay.
That's better.
So Dan, it's so hot in here. I can't. I'm close to you, and I apologize. But
okay.
Speaking of musicians, you have been one of our favorite musicians throughout the times. We literally call on you, just like Clinton. You've been on a bunch of times.
Yep.
You were most recently on, and you have pitched us to be the music guest always, the Paul Schaefer of
That's right.
YaJagoff.
I actually printed out a fake resume, which
Love
I've been
it.
waiting for you guys to call. But
I mean, I'm all in. It's John you have to convince. I've said yes all along.
I think I need to go bald first.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
on me while
No, Paul Schaefer. Yeah.
So we're so glad that it was you guys. And I love that you were sort of like, how are we going to do this? You 2 are showmen. You know what's up, and you know exactly what's going to happen. So you have your questions pre-done, correct?
I do.
Yep. Okay. So do you want to go ahead and ask us our question?
I would love to.
All right.
Yeah, really what I want to know is looking back at the last 99 episodes, what's the most ridiculous moment?
Oh, I got that one easy.
Okay, go ahead.
It literally just happened.
No.
Yeah, it literally just happened. God love Rachel's daughter, Addie, right?
Oh, I know what this
Showed up to do a cooking segment for the first time ever, and she was baking cookies, getting ready for the Irish Festival, and we said it needs to add eggs. We tapped the eggs on the side of the bowl, and they're hard-boiled.
I was there.
Yes.
Yes. I was in studio.
One of the most ridiculous moments.
One of the most ridiculous, actually. Yeah.
I know it's hokey to do this, but you always remember your first. And so the very first one is when we had David Highfield and Greg Brown, and they came on, and David was such the gentleman that he always is. And what did Greg Brown do?
Greg Brown sprayed silly string all over us.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yes. And so it sort of threw us off our game on what our questions were, but it really put everybody in the mood. And so while it was kind of like a crazy thing that
was a good
happened,
pace.
it was a good thing. Yeah. So it sort of christened the entire show, and it was awesome to see it.
I love that.
Just continue to evolve. Yeah.
Dan,
but it's
what's
true.
your question?
Who's the biggest Jagoff you guys know?
Oh, shade.
Wow.
Just throwing some shade.
Is it the term of endearment kind?
term of endearment?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot because so many. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping
Yeah, John.
on the beer.
John's burping. Gives a.
There's so many of them here, like the Yins Lids ladies, Doug Oster, Ernie Ritchie, Clinton Clegg to donate his time to come out here, the Leaning Cast people. So I really have a hard time. I could really find a couple of negative ones real easy for you. That'll be the dark episode, 101 and a half. That's, yeah.
I would actually say Merrill Hodge coming on this time was one of our best ones because we were expecting it to be a lot of sports talk because he's done so many things.
Sure.
And I was really interested in his ESPN days. But he came on and talked so much about his mission and how he really wants people to think about what they're doing when they're in the moment and how you have to get prepared for everything. And he was just really inspirational. And it was Eric Dillman who actually brought him to us.
That's funny. I played a gig over the summer, and Merrill Hodge was one of the special guests, and it was really great. Really
and
cool.
I think it's awesome as a yinzer to meet someone who you've watched be the ultimate Pittsburgher. You know, he's one of those, like in that kind of group, and just a gentleman. You know, just awesome to see. He was everything we hoped he'd be. So,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah,
That's
awesome.
cool.
So we have one person that we
Ernie
have
Ritchie,
to bring
come on up
before
here.
you guys. What we're about to do after we talk to Ernie Ritchie is hand the microphones over to these two for the rest of the night. So it's a
see
little
if they
scary,
are
but we're
now.
about to do it.
Do you guys know Ernie Ritchie?
He's royalty.
Ernie is the sausage king of Pittsburgh, right?
Legit.
The sausage. Oh, the sausage prince. Who's the king?
So,
Well, of course.
you guys can go in. You want to interview Ernie? Go right ahead.
Do it. Yeah.
Sure, Ernie, tell me what it's like to be the sausage prince.
Oh, it's an amazing family tradition. This is our 80th year.
Talk with that
This is our 80th year.
Wow.
Oh my God, 80.
Our family's been making sausage since 1945.
That's certainly.
Almost as long as the 100-year-old women have been alive.
My father passed away. He was 92.
Oh, wow.
He was in the store till COVID, and he tried to come back. So that's why I don't call myself the king. I still call myself the prince.
That's awesome.
Where can we find your product?
We're in McKees Rocks,
Okay.
or Upper St. Kennedy, as John would say. We're in Kennedy Township.
I used to live in Upper St. Carrick myself.
Retail-wise, Pennac.
Oh, great.
Pennsylvania macaroni in a strip or Sabroni's in the South Hills. Retails it. Everything else is in. We sell restaurants and bars and pizza shops.
Wow, that's
So,
awesome.
but our store has everything.
And just a quick reminder, it's John and Rachael. It's YaJagoff Late Night. We're so excited to be celebrating our 100th episode.
It's Dan and Amy.
wow.
Right,
Wow.
YaJagoff.
It's something.
Dan and Amy, you Jagoff late night. Oh, keep interviewing you?
Yeah, keep interviewing.
Sure. All right, Ernie. So you've been in business, did you say 80 years? 92
Our
years.
business has been 80 years, 1945.
That is really impressive.
And I will be 70 this year. So that was
What
before
keep-
I was born.
What keeps you going?
The passion, the food, I love it. I just love everything about it. We've been blessed with cooking with Chris Fenimore for 20 years, and Rick Seebeck. We did a show with Rick, and we've been with KDKA since 1998. So we have a lot of great things. We have a lot of good things to be happy.
I feel like Pittsburgh and sausage go hand in hand.
It is. It is. It does go hand in hand.
Amy?
Or hand to mouth.
Amy or Dan. This
Or
is
Dan
that
to
time
bun.
where you really know you're the host when you say this is Dan and Amy. This is your Jagoff Late Night.
This
Do
Dan
it.
and Amy on your Jagoff late night.
YaJagoff.
UPMC Health Plan has helped support my health by simply being available, and I can reach out to a real person and get an immediate answer and not have to worry about a wait time. Coming from a life without having any insurance is a chaotic one, and it's a stressful one, and knowing that I have it is just a tremendous piece of support to have. I would absolutely recommend UPMC Health Plan to others because the ease of use, the immediacy, the availability, and those mobile apps which make my busy life a lot easier.
Welcome to YaJagoff Late Night. This is the 100th episode. We're the co-hosts. I'm Dan.
I'm
This is
Amy.
Amy.
And welcome back.
We're here with Josh and Steph from the Leaning Cask.
Yeah,
Hello, hi.
Thanks for being here. This is such a great space. I have myself here at the Midnight Margarita. I apparently
Nice
had the
choice.
very first one poured.
Nice.
She was excited to pour it for me. How do you come up, first of all, how do you come up with these drinks, and how do you come up with the names of these beers? Because they are amazing. I like the Zoomies beer name.
Go ahead, you take that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, we are pretty straightforward with how we do it. We have a dog theme. So our beers are all named directly after dogs. Summer's a little not so obvious, but they always have a dog theme to them. So we've always kept with that because we're a very dog friendly pub, and we've always loved having that.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Could be cranberry and vodka, Clifford the Big Red Drink.
We'll have to remember that one.
I like that.
cute.
Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah, why not? It's good. Yeah.
What's your favorite beer?
Oh gosh, that's like so hard to choose. We have very different styles. So I'm going to say I actually have mine right now.
Nice. And what is it?
It's a cider ale. So our cider is a Cheeky Doodle is the name of the series. This is Cheeky Doodle Brute. So it's an apple cider.
Okay.
He might say something different.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. It's the flavor of the week for me. So I go everything from a late lager to IPA. I tend to be IPAs, but it just really depends. Like
Now,
what I'm in the mood for. So.
I am the same. I'm a cider girl right now, but a cocktail girl right now, but a cider girl usually. And so maybe I'll try that next. You mentioned you've been in business 8 years. What inspired you to get into the brewery business?
So I'm going to put most of that on my husband because he's the brewer and he was home brewer and loved doing that as like a hobby. But we loved English culture, the pub culture, and that's kind of like where my part kind of came in. I loved creating sort of that pub vibe. But he really was inspired by English ales and bringing that to Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Yeah, something a little bit different. I mean, like we wanted to make something that was what we love from our experience in England, for sure. That's where the pub culture came from. And that's where my brewing style comes from as well. We make basically all the styles, but I have a very heavy English influence on how I brew.
So what would the English influence be? What is that like?
They brew very traditional ales. So like most of the beer that you know in the world comes mainly from Germany and London, really. I mean, or England, sorry. And there's some Irish influence as well, but like those beers really are the core. And so like there's some different styles, especially between the way beers are brewed in Germany, which is very like traditional, very strict kind of like rules around how beers are made, where English ales kind of just went a little bit off the wall from there. So like I've always just gravitated to that, and I also had some training with that like allowed me to sort of bring that back home. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Great. We got to wrap it up. But thank you so much for having us here tonight.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
This is Dan and Amy for YaJagoff Late Night.
Thank you so much. Oh, they're coming in hot. This is Yinsblitz coming in real hot in the 100-year-old.
We only have a few
minutes. You only have a few minutes. Wow. So why don't you tell us about Yinsblitz? Give me the quick rundown.
Just so you know, if I don't answer, I certainly cannot hear you. You want to talk about Yinsblitz? Go for it. Started Yinsblitz back in 2014 with an idea. 2016, an LLC started. Got some laser engravers, started hustling and bustling out in these streets, and here I am.
Did you say
100 years later? You started in 1916.
Amazing.
Doing it for a long time here.
Wow, that's incredible.
So I did a little bit of research on this. I know that you do some engraving underneath the brim of hats, but first of all, it's gorgeous. Why are you hiding it underneath? You want to hold that up?
I was doing a drive-by behind your last episode, so it was crooked.
Do you want to show that hat to the cameras here? It's so cool.
Show.
Look at
Wow, that is amazing.
That's so awesome.
That is so cool.
Sorry, my arm doesn't move in certain ways. I've been suffering from a shoulder surgery. And I haven't been out of the shed in a while, and this is what happens.
Wow, that's really, that's disappointing. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about some of your other projects you have coming up or other places you'll be?
You want to tell them about some of the shows?
Yeah, there's only one time you could see us in person, and that's November 15th at the Block at Northway. We're having a in-person show, craft show, and other than that, you have to shop our stores. If you want to see us and the best deals, it's always in person.
And we dropped a new spot.
You look like this?
We dropped a new spot.
You dropped a new spot. Yeah,
If you're at in the South Hills at the Galleria, at the top floor, we got some Yinsblitz up in there, just some hats.
Do you have is it a kiosk or do you have a shop?
It's in a store with I Made It Market.
And oh, cool! And
Yeah.
I made
I Made It Market open a second holiday stores for the weekends at the Galleria Mall. Yeah. So if you're out that way, you gotta stop by. If you're at Robinson, definitely stop by.
That's awesome. There you go. No, because you will not look like this.
No.
No. Okay.
Am I not hearing?
All right. So don't look at them.
See, we can't hear over here. This is the elderly sir.
Got to speak up for the elderly.
This is Dan and Amy and Yinsblitz and YaJagoff's 100th episode.
Thank you so much, Yinsblitz.
Hey, Doug.
Doug Heilman. Hi guys.
Good to see you.
You're doing such a good job.
Thank you.
We're actually coming for John and Rachel's job.
Yeah,
You
we're-
are.
yeah,
You're
I mean, how- you
look
think,
out.
you think this is all right?
So,
This
sorry, John.
this would be a whole new thing.
You think we should start our own podcast? Or you
Maybe.
just claim this is our first episode?
Welcome to the Jags.
That's right.
Vince Jags.
They're
for
very
Vince.
welcoming
So-
for new podcasts, I should say.
Hey, Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Rachel, just because there's a mic. Anyway, Doug Heilman is here.
Yes.
He's a cooking expert, and Doug, everyone is starting to think about that is, geez, I've had one of these.
This looks powerful, whatever this is.
I don't know that it is, or if I'm just.
It has me thinking about the holidays. Is that what you were saying?
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Everyone is starting to think about the holidays, and so, but no one really is great at prepping for family time and family cooking and knowing how to really get in that mindset. So can you tell me more about how to do that? What's your best tip?
Yeah. So we've got a lot of big meals coming up, right? And so, here in like the October leading up to Thanksgiving, if you're going to host the big meal, a couple of things I think about. Number one, start cleaning out the kitchen.
Yes.
Like the fridge and the pantry of all the old stuff. If you're going to bake a pie, don't use that flour from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think about is if you're going to make a new dish for Thanksgiving or some holiday, make it now as a test for yourself. Don't make it the first time that
Great idea.
you're serving it for all the people. And, I just like to keep it easy. I also, like this time of year, I'm turning on the oven more because the house is cold. So just like easy meals, like sheet pan dinners. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but you throw everything on the pan. And we're also in football season, so I love sheet pan nachos. Or get your favorite kettle chips. Put that on a sheet pan. Put all the toppings like the cheese and the bacon on there. Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me ask you this, Doug, if you don't mind. You have a short amount of time. What's your favorite thing to eat? Favorite thing to make to eat?
Favorite thing to make?
Just quick and easy.
Gosh, that is a tough one. Eggs, probably, because I always have eggs. And I'll eat eggs for any, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yep.
Make the best breakfast sandwich for dinner. Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
I think
Doug.
that's,
Thank
that's
you
our
guys.
time here. So, Doug,
Thanks, John and Rachel. Congratulations on a 100th episode. Love it. They're so good for all of this.
Thank you, Doug.
Dan and Amy here with you, Jagoff Late Night, the 100th episode.
Rachel and John, congratulations. 100 episodes. This is like a really big deal.
It's amazing. And we just want to say, we love you guys so much. You're so positive. You're such wonderful people. And really, you do so much to highlight and uplift our region. And we love that about you.
And we're so lucky to call you friends. Now, you sent us some questions.
Yes.
Like you wanted to interview us. So we decided to pick our favorite question out of the bunch.
So we picked Pittsburghers are procrastinators. True. We always think we'll get to something. Where's the one iconic Pittsburgh place you have not been in our city? And for me, it's Falling Water. It's gorgeous, and I've never been there. And even Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie visited there once, and I still didn't make it.
You actually just asked our producer if they were still together.
Well, I wasn't sure. I didn't remember that part.
Speaking of
I'm bad with
procrastinating,
pop culture. I really am.
that actually would be my answer too. But I thought I should come up with something else. So after going through the list of famous Pittsburgh places, please don't hate me. I've never been to Randyland. I know.
You know what? Neither have I.
We have to get out more.
So what we've learned from this was eye-opening. Your question was genius because now we know things that we need to see. So we're going to go on a field trip. But in the meantime, we just want to say one more time, congratulations. You guys are the best people in the entire world, and we just love you.
Here's to another 100.
Woo!
Hey, it's Dan and Amy with YaJagoff Late Night 100th episode.
100 episodes. Who are we here with?
We are here with Desiree from Cooking Comedy and Chaos. I got one question for you, girl. It's really leading, but what was your favorite event last year?
Oh, it was definitely the mac and cheese competition that we had at Big Sewickley Brewery.
It was amazing.
We both won.
We both won.
Okay, all right. Run me through this. What is this mac and cheese thing? What are you talking about?
It was just a fun little food throwdown.
Yeah.
And I think there were like 13 or 14 competitors, and we all brought mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And she brought a regular, like a sharp cheddar Gouda mac. It was phenomenal. And I brought my beef birria mac and cheese.
Yeah, so I won for best traditional, and she won for best gourmet. And this was the prize, a wrestling belt that I proudly randomly carry to places I'm going, not at all to here.
That is awesome.
And
She said she was going to bring it tonight, and I was like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. So that's when we first met. I was at that mac and cheese competition.
Very cool.
But you
Hey,
have
Mal, look
something
at
else
us. We're at the
coming
100th episode of the Yinzer
episodes. It's amazing.
And she has something else coming up too.
Yeah, so December 6th, the Community Kitchen Pittsburgh, we have the Naughty and Nice Holiday Throwdown. So what it is 4 local chefs. We're going to be competing in a chili and cookie battle. So you'll get a nice option for chili, which is just 2 standard chilies. You get to eat, you get to judge, you get to tell us who the winner is.
Love it.
And then there's a naughty chili, which is like a crazy flavor profile. So we have a buffalo chicken chili and a Greek chili that are competing against each other. And then we've got 4 different cookie options. But the best part is it's all to raise money and awareness for Community Kitchen Pittsburgh. And we're going to be spotlighting 3 local chefs other than myself and kind of giving them a platform and letting people see what they can do.
That's awesome.
I love this.
Thank you.
That sounds so fun.
It's going to be a good
How
time.
do you find out more about that?
Go to Cooking Comedy Chaos on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and I have the Eventbrite linked in all of my platforms.
The 3 Ds, cooking, comedy, and chaos. I like it.
Thank you.
CLA is up next, yeah. Thank you so much.
One more, just for the mac and cheese winners. Okay,
By the way, I didn't even have a spoon. I had to borrow spoons. Like
but to be
also
fair,
chaos.
she didn't know she was even competing in the mac and cheese competition until like 12 hours before it happened.
I took someone else's place.
Yes, she did great.
All right. Sorry. Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
guys.
much for coming here.
We've got Dan from the Community Liver Alliance
There
coming.
can only be one Dan. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Yeah.
We have Susanna also coming up from the Community Liver Alliance. We're going to talk a little bit about tonight's.
Sorry, I have a tangle. I actually don't know a lot about CLA and Delivering Hope. And so can you give me the elevator pitch real quick?
Sure. So we are a national nonprofit, globally engaged to educate the wider community on liver health, support liver patients, and advocate on behalf of patients. And Dan is our ACT volunteer who helped to lead our Delivering Hope campaign.
Yeah, it's really lucky for me because not only do I get to be a volunteer, I'm also married into the company. My wife is a member of Susanna's team. So as an outsider, really seeing the amazing work they do, and more important than that, I get to go to a lot of volunteer events and really seeing people who care show up. You know, we talk a lot about people who are dedicating their time. We're all so busy. When we see people come out, people in the medical community, medical leaders in Pittsburgh give their time to CLA, it's really powerful to see.
That's really cool. What can the average person do to donate or to give back?
That's a great question, Susan. I want you to help with this answer too. I mean, I think first and foremost is probably education. So anything you can do to learn more, and that's step one. But Susanna, are there multiple ways to give?
There's so many ways to give. You know, you can give your time, your treasure, and your heart. So, you know, being a part of a committee to help us plan fun events that we do, things like this. Also, Delivering Hope is one of our big fundraisers that we do every year as well.
I saw this as the tail end of it. Is there anything we can do tonight to help you meet your goals?
Well, yes. So we are selling the seed packets, and so people can still get online and order if you're not here with us, but you could also buy them tonight through the YaJagoff podcast website. Yes.
Terrific.
Yes.
What can we do going forward?
Going forward, well, we're beginning to wind down this year and begin to plan for next year. And we have a whole host of fun events. We have a big 3-day conference that we host. And so we would love to have some volunteers and just be a part of our liver gang. We don't have any colors or signs or anything like that, but we do have a pretty fun posse.
It sounds really rewarding. I love
Where can we find more information? Is there anything online?
Yes, it's 3ws.communityliveralliance.org.
That's great.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Susanna.
Susanna. And thank you, Dan.
And Dan.
Susanna and Dan.
Thank you guys. Congrats to YaJagoff. This is amazing. Really amazing accomplishment.
You're an official Jagoff.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We're here at the 100th episode of the YaJagoff podcast. Doug, how you doing?
How are you guys doing?
Good. It's the day of the Dougs today. You're the second Doug on.
That's right. I let him warm you up, and I'm the closing Doug.
I got to tell you, Doug, I was sitting with my in-laws for lunch on Sunday, and they said, hey, we just listened to Doug Oster's radio show, and he gave us some great gardening tips. So being here with you is giving me a lot of veg cred.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I hear that a lot. Like, my mom really likes you. Like, well, what about you? You know?
Well, I like you too, Doug.
All right, I appreciate that.
Oh, that's great. Doug, so I'm the founder of an arts organization that happens to have picked up a community garden along the way. And so I've been thinking about what can we do to prepare for next year? Because I really have I'm an artist and an arts manager. What can we do to prepare for next year?
That's a great question. That's one I was answering at the bar here right before I came up. It's all about the soil. If you add something like organic matter, like compost or that sort of thing, the plants have everything they need. When they have everything they need, they're going to fight off pests and diseases much better. And so it's one of the mistakes that certainly early gardeners make. So it's about getting like a truckload of compost brought in.
Okay.
You stack that in there 12 inches deep. You plant in that, you're going to have a green thumb, guaranteed.
Okay, great. Thanks, Doug. Is there anything else that we could be doing to prepare for next year? Like, what are people doing right now in their home gardens?
This is actually the best time for planting. With shorter days and cooler weather, it's conducive to root growth as opposed to top growth. And so we're planting trees, shrubs, perennials, and most importantly, bulbs. Everybody should be planting at least some daffodils because daffodils are a legacy. I spent a lot of time like in a kayak up on Lake Arthur. When they bought that property in the 50s, they thought it was going to be all underwater. There are farms that are left there where the daffodils are still coming up from the 1950s.
Oh, cool.
And so when we plant our daffodils now, not only will we get this enjoyment each spring, and they are the harbingers of spring. When those daffodils bloom, there's no turning back. They can't stop us.
Wow.
And so planting bulbs is easy. You're just digging a hole about 3 times as deep as the bulb, sticking them in. Nothing, no deer, no rodents, nothing will bother them. And then next spring, after another cold, gray, endless winter, we have these beautiful flowers coming up. And not just this year, but every year. And oftentimes young gardeners will say, like, why do you want something that's only there for 3 weeks? That's why we want it. It's ephemeral, and we wait for it.
Well, thank you so much, Doug Oster here, the garden guru. Thanks for your time here on the 100th episode of the YaJagoff podcast.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
it.
it.
Dan and Amy with YaJagoff Late Night.
We love this community, and we love it so much that we're finding the time to go to the gym.
It's a very non-threatening gym, and Tristan is my guy.
I love Ashley.
John Gaiman here, looking to add a little more flexibility, mobility, general kind of strength training.
Proper technique is really important, not only in just preventing injury, but doing things properly. It also helps Rachel to feel confident and be able to go home and do what she loves and be exercise without feeling like she's doing it wrong. And whenever you have proper technique and you're corrected by a personal trainer and know that you're doing it properly, you're not so afraid of pushing yourself.
So John and Rachel have been coming in for a couple months now. Now we want you guys to hold them accountable, and between segments, I want to challenge John to do 10 squats between each segment.
And I challenge Rachel to do 10 lunges between each segment.
And we challenge Jens to sign up for
Union Fitness, YaJagoff.
It's Dan and Amy with YaJagoff Late Night, 100th episode. We're here with Clinton Clegg from TheCommonheart. We're really excited to see him.
Hello.
Clinton, you know, Stefan and I like to see you when we're out and about, and we always love to see you perform. What's TheCommonheart up to next?
Well, we just announced our big Pittsburgh play for the end of the year. We'll be at Mr. Small's December 27th for another iteration of our Secret Album series. Which is a really fun event that we do. It's the second time we're doing it. We hope to make it a tradition where we pick an iconic album from history and we go and we don't tell the fans what it's going to be.
Yes.
We just say the show's a secret. And when they get there and we start the show, we just go into the album and they just, you know, the last time we did it, the first time we did it, we did Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So when that first start of that record starts, it was just like the people were like, oh, here we go, you know, and then we played the whole record.
Yeah.
And then we follow up with a full Commonheart original show.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Clinton, something I like to ask musicians is, what is your earliest musical memory? What do you remember from your childhood that kind of drew you to music?
I have a really easy answer. The Bat Dance. When I saw Batman with Michael Keaton and the Joker and that soundtrack, I got
such a yinzer answer.
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't even know it at the time, but I was already like precursoring my yinzer, you know. I was just, but no, that I had that soundtrack and the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack.
Oh man,
with Bobby Brown. That was like, those are my first records that were mine, cassette tapes.
Yeah,
very cool.
What's your favorite local event you've seen this year?
Oh, this
Anything
year?
great? Stick out?
You know what? I saw the coolest show at Trace Brewing a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
Paul Luke opened for Chet Vincent in the music industry.
Yeah.
And Chet did this really cool thing where he was down the street at a convenience store and FaceTimed on a screen in front of the audience him walking into the venue, and then just proceeded to absolutely rip, and it was wonderful. I love Chet, and I love Paul too.
I love that. I love that kind of experience too. That surprise, that element of surprise, just like what you're doing with the Common Heart in December. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a really
very,
cool
very
idea.
exciting.
The secret show.
Yeah.
Secret album, secret show, but it's not a secret. Come, please come.
Yeah, the album's a secret. The show is not. Please buy tickets. Is that, where'd you say it is? Smalls?
Yeah, it's Saturday, December 27th, right after Christmas. Get your Christmas done.
It's perfect.
And then let loose with us December 27th at Mr. Small's Theater.
It's on sale now.
All right, thank you so much, Clinton Clegg. Do you want to stick around and play a song?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're going to take a quick message here from People's Gas, and then Clinton Clegg's going to perform a song.
I just feel like everyone should have a therapist. Not your best friend, not your mom, not your cousin, sister, aunt.
The joke in OB-GYN, I hate to say it, is like the longer your birth plan, the longer your C-section scar. Like, it's not gonna go well for you.
Yeah. I'm okay.
You two ladies, don't tell me you're okay. No, I actually have a very strong opinion on this. Okay, I answered this question multiple times in the past few days. My family knows that I hate tomatoes.
Hey everyone, Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Berg here, and we are bringing you the 4-1 to-dos for the week. You know, Angie, next week is looking pretty nice out, even though it is November.
Yeah, we're kind of nearing the end of the nice weather, I feel like.
And so, you know, now is your last chance to go out and see fall colors. I know this year hasn't been great because we haven't had the best weather, but the next week you have another chance before all the leaves are going to be gone. And we have a wonderful array of parks that are just beautiful this time of year. We were just in Frick Park this last week, which is starting to get close to peak, which next week's going to be great. What parks do you like, Angie?
I'm a fan of McConnell's Mill. There's just something about the mill and the rocks and it's very picturesque.
Yeah, that one's really nice. And in the Laurel Highlands, they might be past peak by now, but Laurel Hill State Park is always a favorite of ours as well. And Shinley Park is actually always really pretty during the fall colors. So if you can get a chance to be outside next week, that's definitely the play. Because after that, we got about 6 months before it's going to be nice again. Something indoors, Angie, what do you got?
Well, we're kind of ramping up for theater season.
Ooh,
so yeah, a lot of great shows coming up. So there's the Rocky Horror Show at Greer Cabaret Theater going on through next week.
We're going in on Saturday.
And then we also have Cello Fury is playing at the Pittsburgh Playhouse. So that's just Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're great group.
Cello Trio, they do a lot of fun classical songs, cover songs. We saw them this summer at Bach Beethoven Beethoven and Brunch. They're wonderful. So get tickets if you can still grab those. There are a few other shows coming up. This weekend, the Pittsburgh Ballet is finishing their run of Dracula, and a few tickets are left for shows this weekend as well. And next week, the touring Broadway shows is bringing Hell's Kitchen to the Benedum as well. So there's just a lot of shows this week if you want to be inside. Angie, what if someone wants to get a drink this week?
Well, a great new spot that we just recently checked out is 925. So this is Dancing Gnome's new cocktail bar, located in their old brewery, their original brewery location in Sharpsburg. So they've got fantastic cocktails, some food and sandwiches by Blue Sparrow. So it's super fun. Love the vibe.
And some of the cocktails are really cool because they do have nods to like Dancing Gnome's IPAs. Like one of my favorites was a Lustra hopped old fashioned and a hazy margarita. So they do have some plays for the brewery, and they also have a great draft beer list and Pennsylvania wine as well, so go check them out. And also there's a new pizza shop opening up in Mount Lebanon, F&F Pizzeria. They're out of Brooklyn, opening their second location, and chose Pittsburgh from our understanding, and it looks amazing. Now be prepared for a line though. This one is immensely popular.
It looks like the crowd's been crazy.
We are going to try and go next week ourselves, so maybe we'll see you there. That's it for us this week with the 401 To-Dos. We're Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Berg, and we'll see you soon.
Hello, my name's Clinton Clegg on YaJagoff podcast. This is a brand new song called Shelter Me. Here we go. Was it something I said? Was it something I did last night? Did I piss you off? Was it all my fault? You've been burning down friendships, and only you know why. Girls, there's beauty in a secret, but not in a lie. Will you shelter me from the cross? Will you help me see in the dark? It's a hot one, have a soda and cool out. 'Cause you're the only one worried what you're worrying about. I see us on a highway, but only in my mind. So put a smile upon your face, it'll all be fine. Will you shelter me from the cross? Will you help me see in the dark? Help me pick up the pieces from, that we lost. Will you shelter me from the cross? Anytime that you're feeling like you're lost, you can shelter me from the cross.
That's Rachel and John. So that's the end of the
That's
100th
it.
episode.
I didn't talk, guys.
All right, so do it. Amy, Dan, you guys did a great job. And how about
So
that
impressed.
song by Clinton Clay?
Amazing. He's
Yes.
literally one of our absolute faves. We're so glad he could close out
Thank
the
you to
show.
the Leaning Cast.
Yes.
And of course,
Our whole slew of guests.
yes, right.
And to the Community Liver Alliance and all of the patrons. And we just had an amazing time.
Make sure
we
you
are so
follow
grateful.
Seed the Need all year long.
Yes.
All right, cool.
And if you guys want to come back,
Thank you guys.
you're
We'd
in.
love to come back.
I would like to take off on January 3rd, on February 7th.
You guys are
We're gonna go to vacation.
Say the word.
Take us out. It's your Jagoff Late Night. Go ahead.
Thanks. This is Amy and Dan for your Jagoff Late Night.
Boom.
Good. You just did the point.